Number 1. The 1971 Ford LTD Convertible, listed for just $4,400 and located in Lawrence Township, New Jersey. This is the kind of car that represents old-school American cruising. Big body, long lines, and a convertible top that turns every drive into an experience. Finding a running and driving 1971 Ford LTD Convertible at this price point is becoming very rare. Under the hood sits a 400 cubic inch V8, paired with a C6 automatic transmission, a legendary combination known for smooth power and long-term durability. According to the seller, the engine and transmission are strong, and the car runs and drives well. One big plus is that this LTD came well optioned from the factory. It features factory air conditioning, along with power windows and power seats, and all of those systems are reported to be working. That's a huge bonus for a classic convertible from the early 1970s. Inside, the car is in good condition. The dashboard has no cracks, the seats have no rips, and the interior recently received brand new carpet, helping freshen up the cabin while keeping its original character. Mechanically, a lot of important work has already been done. The fuel system has been fully replaced, including a new fuel tank, components, and metal fuel lines. The brake system has also been completely redone, with new calipers, wheel cylinders, brake lines, master cylinder, proportional valve, and brake pads. That's major work you won't have to worry about. The convertible top system works properly, and the frame and floor are solid, which are critical areas to check on any classic convertible. That said, this car is not perfect, and the seller is very clear about that. The body needs work, particularly the rear quarter panel, and the fenders and doors will need attention as well. The tires are worn out and not safe for driving, even though they hold air, so you'll need new tires before putting serious miles on it. The seller sums it up honestly. You can fix it up properly or drive it as is once the tires are replaced. There are no trades and no offers, and the car is being sold as a straightforward classic project with solid bones. In summary, this 1971 Ford LTD Convertible offers a strong V8, working power features, a solid frame, major mechanical updates, and classic open-top style, all for $4,400. If you're looking for an affordable entry into classic American convertibles, this one is definitely worth a closer look. Number 2. The 1985 Cadillac DeVille Coupe, listed at $6,000 and located in Cincinnati, Ohio. This Cadillac represents the true meaning of 1980s American luxury. Big, comfortable, smooth, and built for effortless cruising, the DeVille Coupe is all about ride quality and presence on the road. This example shows 78,000 miles, which is relatively low for a vehicle of this age. It's paired with an automatic transmission, and according to the seller, the car runs great and delivers a very smooth ride, exactly what you'd expect from a Cadillac. One of the biggest highlights of the DeVille Coupe is its spacious interior. These cars are designed with comfort in mind, offering wide seats, generous legroom, and a relaxed driving position that makes long drives easy and enjoyable. The vehicle is equipped with a radio, and the oil has been recently changed, meaning basic maintenance has been kept up to date. While the listing is simple, it suggests this Cadillac is more of a turnkey cruiser than a project car. This is the kind of classic that doesn't scream for attention. Instead, it glides quietly down the road with confidence and style. Whether you're looking for a comfortable weekend cruiser, a nostalgic daily driver, or a classic luxury car that won't break the bank, this DeVille fits the bill. In summary, this 1985 Cadillac DeVille Coupe offers low mileage, smooth performance, classic American luxury, and everyday drivability, all for $6,000. A solid choice for anyone who appreciates comfort, space, and timeless Cadillac style. Number 3. The 1965 Ford Falcon Futura, listed at $13,500 and located in Corona, California. This Falcon Futura represents the perfect balance between early muscle-era performance and everyday drivability. With 60,000 miles showing on the odometer and an automatic transmission, this is the kind of classic you can actually enjoy on the road, not just park in the garage. Under the hood sits a desirable C-Code 289 cubic inch V8, one of Ford's most respected small block engines from the 1960s. Paired with a C4 automatic transmission, this setup delivers smooth acceleration, dependable cruising, and a driving experience that still feels lively today. Adding to that comfort is power steering, which makes low-speed driving, parking, and long cruises far more enjoyable compared to many manual steer cars from this era. One of the biggest highlights of this Falcon is its California history. The seller describes it as a very solid, rust-free California car, which is extremely important when shopping for classics of this age. It still wears its original black California plates, has current registration, and comes with a clean title, making ownership and transfer straightforward. Visually, the car presents very well. It rides on torque thrust wheels, a timeless upgrade that complements the Falcon's clean lines and gives it a subtle muscle car attitude without sacrificing its classic charm. The paint still shines nicely, though it is noted to be older, meaning this isn't a fresh restoration, but rather a well-preserved driver that looks good from every angle. Inside, the Falcon keeps its vintage character intact, offering a simple, clean interior layout that reflects the era. This is the kind of car that feels authentic, not over-modified, not stripped down, just a solid classic that still tells its story. Mechanically, the seller notes that the car needs carburetor work. This suggests it may require tuning or a rebuild to run at its best. For many enthusiasts, that's a manageable task and a fair trade-off of getting into a rust-free V8 classic at this price point. Overall, this 1965 Ford Falcon Futura offers strong fundamentals. A V8 engine, automatic transmission, power steering, clean California history, and timeless styling. Priced at $13,500. It's a great option for anyone looking for a classic cruiser, a light project, or a vintage Ford that can be enjoyed now and improved over time. Number 4. The 1954 Buick Roadmaster, listed at $15,000 and located in Redlands, California. This Roadmaster is pure 1950s presence. Big body, bold chrome, flowing lines, and unmistakable Buick styling that instantly commands attention wherever it goes. With 15,400 miles showing, an automatic transmission, and a clean title in hand, this classic is ready for its next owner without complications. Powering this Buick is the legendary 321 cubic inch nailhead V8, one of the most iconic engines of the era. Known for its strong low-end torque and smooth operation, this engine has been rebuilt, giving confidence that this Roadmaster isn't just a showpiece. It's a car that can actually be driven and enjoyed. According to the seller, it starts strong, runs great, and drives smooth, making it a realistic option for weekend cruising or even regular use if you're comfortable driving a classic. Inside, the car has received a reupholstered interior, offering a clean and comfortable cabin, while still preserving that unmistakable 1950s luxury feel. Wide seats, generous space, and classic styling remind you why cars like this were once considered rolling living rooms. It's a place designed for relaxed cruising, not rushing. On the outside, the paint presents well and turns heads, exactly what you want from a roadmaster. It's important to note this is described as a driver-quality classic, not a trailer queen. That means it looks good as character and can be enjoyed without the stress of keeping it perfect. The kind of car you take out, park, and actually use. There are a few honest notes worth mentioning. The car does not have door windows installed, which may matter depending on how you plan to use it. For some enthusiasts, that's a small trade-off for owning such a solid and distinctive cruiser. Registration is good through April 2026, which is another plus for hassle-free ownership. Overall, this 1954 Buick Roadmaster offers massive style, classic V8 power, and real road presence at a price point that's becoming harder to find for full-size 1950s American cars. At $15,000, it's an excellent opportunity for someone looking for a true classic cruiser with personality, history, and undeniable charm. Number 5. The 1987 Pontiac GTA Trans Am, listed at $18,995 and located in Scranton, Pennsylvania. This is not just any Trans Am. The GTA represented a top-tier performance package for Pontiac in 1987, combining aggressive styling, upgraded suspension, and serious V8 power. It was built for drivers who wanted muscle, handling, and attitude all in one unmistakable package. Under the hood sits the legendary 350 cubic inch twin-port injection V8, paired with an automatic transmission. This fuel-injected setup delivers strong low-end torque, smooth throttle response, and dependable drivability, a big upgrade over carbureted setups of earlier years. According to the seller, the car runs and drives great, making it more than just a garage ornament. With 93,000 miles, this GTA has been driven enough to be enjoyed, yet still sits comfortably in the range many enthusiasts look for when buying a classic performance car. It's described as being in excellent condition, which is especially important for third-generation F-body cars, where originality and overall care matter just as much as raw horsepower. Visually, the 1987 GTA is instantly recognizable. The sleek, aerodynamic body lines, wide stance, and aggressive front end capture everything that made late ADS performance cars iconic. This is the era when American muscle embraced modern technology, sharper handling, and a more refined driving experience, without losing its attitude. Inside, the GTA offered a driver-focused cockpit with supportive seating, and a layout designed for spirited driving. These cars were built to be driven hard, yet comfortable enough for long cruises, making them perfect for weekend road trips, car shows, or just enjoying a stretch of open highway. At $18,995, this 1987 Pontiac GTA Trans Am represents a strong value in today's market. Clean, well-kept GTAs with the 350 TPI drivetrain are becoming harder to find, especially in excellent running condition. Whether you're a collector, a muscle car enthusiast, or someone looking for a classic that still feels fast and modern, this GTA checks all the right boxes. Number 6. The 1977 Cadillac Fleetwood Sedan 4D, listed at just $3,200 and located in Howell, New Jersey. This is classic Cadillac at its finest. Big, comfortable, smooth, and built during an era when luxury meant size, presence, and effortless cruising. If you're looking for a true old-school American sedan that still runs and drives exactly the way it should, this Fleetwood deserves serious attention. According to the seller, this 1977 Cadillac Fleetwood is turnkey, meaning it's ready to drive right now. It runs and drives well, with no leaks of any kind, something that's becoming increasingly rare for cars of this age. Even better, the car is described as being in excellent shape overall, both mechanically and cosmetically. With just 45,000 miles, this Fleetwood has relatively low mileage for a nearly 50-year-old luxury sedan. That low mileage helps explain why everything still works as it should. The power windows and power locks are fully functional, which is a big deal on a classic Cadillac, loaded with comfort features. The seller also notes several important recent upgrades, including new tires and new brakes, meaning this car isn't just a showpiece. It's built to be driven. In fact, the seller confidently states that the car cruises at 70 miles per hour on the parkway with no problem at all, which tells you a lot about how well it's been maintained. Structurally, this Fleetwood really stands out. It's reported to have no rust and no rot, which is especially impressive for a car located in the Northeast. Finding a rust-free classic Cadillac in this region is not easy, making this example even more appealing to collectors and enthusiasts alike. Stylistically, the 1977 Fleetwood represents the peak of traditional Cadillac design, long body lines, a wide stance, and a commanding road presence. This is the kind of car that turns heads simply by rolling past, not because it's flashy, but because it carries undeniable authority and elegance. At just $3,200, this Cadillac Fleetwood offers tremendous value. Whether you want a comfortable weekend cruiser, a classic daily driver, or a unique platform for a lowrider or show build, this car gives you endless possibilities at a very accessible price point. The seller mentions they're simply looking for something different, so if you've been waiting for a clean, ready-to-drive classic Cadillac, this might be your opportunity. Number 7. The 1983 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme S Coupe 2D, listed at $7,000 and located in Goldsboro, Maryland. The Cutlass Supreme is one of the most iconic nameplates of the 1980s. It represents a time when American cars blended comfort, style, and V8 power into a package that was both practical and fun to drive. This particular example stays true to that reputation. Under the hood, this Cutlass Supreme is powered by a 5.0-liter V8, paired with an automatic transmission. That combination delivers smooth acceleration and relaxed cruising, exactly what these cars were designed for. With 108,000 miles, this car sits right in the sweet spot for a classic you can enjoy without being afraid to put miles on it. The seller mentions that the car has no major issues, which is always good news when dealing with a vehicle over 40 years old. Mechanically, it has been revived after sitting for a while, meaning it's been brought back to running condition rather than left neglected. That alone can save a future owner a lot of time and effort. There are a few honest imperfections, and the seller is very upfront about them. The trunk latch is not working. There is some surface rust along the bottom, and the tires are old and will need to be replaced. These are common issues for a car this age, and importantly, they're not deal breakers. They're the kind of fixes most classic car enthusiasts expect and can plan for. As a bonus, this Cutlass Supreme comes with extra rims, giving the next owner options. Whether you want to keep it original, go with a period correct look, or customize it to your own taste. Cars like this are popular platforms for mild restorations, street cruisers, or even tasteful rest-of-mod builds. Visually, the Cutlass Supreme S Coupe has that unmistakable early 80s profile. Long hood, short deck, clean body lines, and a stance that still looks good decades later. It's the kind of car that fits right in at a classic car meet, a weekend cruise, or just rolling through town turning quiet heads. At $7,000, this Oldsmobile offers solid value in today's classic car market. Prices for clean V8 Power G body coupes continue to rise, and the Cutlass Supreme remains one of the most desirable from that era thanks to its comfort, reliability, and timeless design. Whether you're looking for a classic cruiser, a light project with strong bones, or an entry point into vintage American muscle from the 1980s, this 1983 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme checks a lot of boxes. Number 8. The 1977 Chrysler Cordoba, offered at $12,000 and located in Salem, Ohio. This Cordoba is a true survivor car, recently traded into a Chrysler dealership after long-term ownership, and it shows just 67,059 original miles since new. Finding a luxury coupe from this era with mileage this low and in this condition is becoming increasingly rare. Under the hood sits the original 400 cubic inch V8, paired with Chrysler's legendary 3-speed TorqueFlite automatic transmission. This drivetrain is known for smooth shifting, strong low-end torque, and long-term durability. Power is sent to the rear wheels, delivering that classic big-body American driving experience. Relaxed, confident, and effortless on the road. This Cordoba is equipped with an electronic ignition system and a 4-barrel carburetor, helping it start easily and run smoothly. On the road, it drives exactly how a luxury coupe from the late 70s should. Quiet, comfortable, and composed with plenty of V8 power when you need it. Visually, the car presents extremely well. It still wears its shiny original paint, a huge plus for collectors, and the interior remains clean and well-preserved, reinforcing its survivor status. One of the standout features is the original green vinyl Landau roof, which perfectly captures the style of the era and pairs beautifully with the chrome trim and optional tape pinstripes. This Cordoba comes well-equipped with classic luxury features, including power steering, power front disc brakes, and 15-inch lean AW chrome wheels wrapped in Goodyear 225/75 R15 tires. For purists, the original factory wheel covers are also included, giving the next owner multiple display or driving options. Inside, you'll find period-correct details that make this car special. A factory push-button AM/FM radio, original emblems, hood ornament, driver and passenger side mirrors, and the signature opera windows with integrated lights, a defining design element of Cordoba. Everything about this car reflects Chrysler's goal at the time, delivering personal luxury with bold styling, comfort, and V8 performance. It's not a muscle car, and it doesn't pretend to be. Instead, it excels as a smooth-riding, head-turning cruiser that represents a unique chapter in American automotive history. At $12,000, this 1977 Chrysler Cordoba offers strong value for anyone looking for a well-preserved, low-mileage classic luxury coupe. Whether you're a collector, a weekend cruiser enthusiast, or someone who appreciates authentic survivor cars, this Cordoba stands out as a solid and increasingly rare find. Currently stored inside a showroom in Salem, Ohio, this Cordoba is protected, well-presented, and ready for its next chapter. Number 9. The 1978 Oldsmobile Cutlass, priced at $13,500 and located in Sycamore, Illinois. This is a 1978 Oldsmobile Cutlass Salon, a model known for blending comfort, style, and everyday drivability, making it one of the most popular American cars of its era. This particular example shows just 58,000 miles on the odometer and has been completely restored, making it a standout among classic cruisers. Under the hood, this Cutlass features a fresh Chevrolet 350 V8, a proven and reliable engine known for strong torque, easy maintenance, and excellent parts availability. That power is paired with a 700 R4 automatic transmission, which adds overdrive for more relaxed highway cruising and improved fuel efficiency compared to older 3-speed automatics. On the road, this Cutlass drives great, smooth, confident, and comfortable. It's the kind of car you can enjoy at cruise nights, weekend drives, or even longer trips without stress. The suspension and overall driving feel reflect a classic Oldsmobile focus on comfort rather than harsh performance, making it an ideal cruiser. Inside, the car is in excellent condition, showing the benefits of a full restoration. A modern touch comes from the Android stereo system, which gives you modern connectivity while still enjoying the classic interior design. It's a nice balance between vintage style and modern convenience. The Cutlass Salon body style offers clean lines and a timeless look that still turns heads today. It's not overly flashy, but it has strong presence, exactly what many people love about late 1970s American cars. This is a vehicle that appeals to a wide range of enthusiasts, From classic car collectors to families looking for a comfortable and stylish cruiser. One of the biggest highlights is its versatility. This Oldsmobile isn't just a show car. It's described as a perfect family car for cruise nights, meaning you can load up passengers, enjoy the ride, and still arrive in style. It's approachable, reliable, and enjoyable to drive. The seller is asking $13,500, and trades are considered, which adds flexibility for potential buyers. The seller prefers phone calls only, no texts or emails, so serious buyers should be ready to reach out directly for more details. Overall, this 1978 Oldsmobile Cutlass Salon offers classic American V8 power, restored condition, modern drivability upgrades, and timeless styling, all at a reasonable price point. If you're looking for a classic that's ready to enjoy right now, this Cutlass deserves a close look. Number 10. The 1970 Plymouth Duster, listed at $17,500 and located in Queen Creek, Arizona. This is a 1970 Plymouth Duster, a lightweight, aggressive-looking muscle car that has become increasingly desirable among collectors and enthusiasts. According to the seller, this car was owned by the previous gentleman for 23 years, and it still comes with the original Arizona title, which adds serious credibility and history to the car. From the factory, this Duster was born with a 318 V8 and a factory 4-speed manual transmission, already a solid and fun combination. But the story gets even better. The previous owner upgraded the car with a 1971 340 V8, one of the most respected small block engines Chrysler ever built. That engine was completely gone through just 500 miles ago, meaning it's still fresh and barely broken in. The engine setup includes a mild cam, which gives the car a strong, muscular sound without sacrificing drivability. This is an overbuilt race car. It's described as something that could be daily driven, which is a big plus for anyone who wants to enjoy their classic instead of just storing it. This Duster is a rust-free Arizona car, which is huge when it comes to classic Mopars. The car was painted in its original banana yellow about 18 years ago, and while it's not a brand new paint job, it still represents the correct factory color and classic muscle era vibe. It's a driver quality car that looks right, sounds right, and feels authentic. What really sets this car apart is its documentation and history. It includes the original title, owner's manual, paperwork, and even the build sheet, which is still visible on the back seat. That's something Mopar fans know is getting harder and harder to find, and it adds real value to the car. There's also a personal touch to the story. The previous owner was a 28-year Air Force veteran, and the car was clearly cared for over decades of ownership. This isn't a flip project or a mystery build. It's a well-kept, enthusiast-owned muscle car with a clear story. Now, the seller is very honest about expectations. This is not an $80,000 Barrett-Jackson show car. It's not a trailer queen. But the point is simple. Try to find another 1970 Duster, factory 4-speed, 340 powered, rust-free, documented car in this condition for $17,500. That's what makes this one such a strong value. The price is firm, and the seller makes that very clear. But for the right buyer, this is described as a true find for the money, a real Mopar muscle car you can drive, enjoy, and be proud to own. If you're looking for classic American muscle with real history, strong performance, and long-term value, this 1970 Plymouth Duster absolutely deserves your attention. Number 11. The 1963 Dodge Dart GT Convertible, listed at just $4,950 and located in Santa Cruz, California. This is a 1963 Dodge Dart GT Convertible, a true early 1960s American cruiser that offers classic style without the high entry price usually associated with vintage convertibles. Finding a running, titled, open-top classic at this price point is becoming extremely rare, and that's what makes this Dart stand out. Under the hood, this Dart is powered by a 6-cylinder engine, paired with an automatic transmission and rear-wheel drive. This setup makes it smooth, simple, and easy to drive, perfect for relaxed cruising rather than high-performance racing. It's the kind of classic you can enjoy on coastal roads, weekend drives, or local car meets without stress. The odometer shows 21,296 miles, and while mileage on cars this old should always be viewed with some flexibility, it still suggests a car that hasn't been overly abused. The car runs on gas, keeps things mechanically straightforward, and avoids the complexity and cost of larger V8 setups, making it a great option for first-time classic car owners. Visually, the car wears a blue exterior, a timeless color that fits the early 60s design perfectly. Combined with a convertible body style, this Dart delivers that unmistakable vintage look, long lines, simple chrome accents, and a clean, understated presence that turns heads without shouting. This is a GT convertible, which adds extra appeal. The GT trim was Dodge's way of offering a more stylish, upscale version of the Dart, while still keeping it lightweight and easy to drive. With the top down, this car delivers a kind of classic American experience that modern cars simply can't replicate. The car comes with a clean title, which is a huge plus when shopping for classics. That means no paperwork nightmares, just a straightforward transfer and you're ready to enjoy it. Being located in Santa Cruz, a coastal California area, also works in its favor, as cars from this region often avoid the severe rust issues seen in harsher climates. Now let's talk value. At $4,950, this Dodge Dart GT convertible sits in a very unique space in today's market. It's not a fully restored show car, but it doesn't need to be. This is a driver quality classic, ideal for someone who wants an affordable entry into vintage car ownership, a fun summer cruiser, or a light project they can improve over time while still enjoying on the road. In a world where classic convertibles often start well into five figures, this 1963 Dodge Dart GT convertible offers something special. Open-top classic motoring at a price that's still within reach. If you're looking for a simple, stylish, and enjoyable classic that delivers real nostalgia without breaking the bank, this Dodge Dart GT is absolutely worth a closer look. Number 12. The 1978 Lincoln Continental Mark V Emilio Pucci Edition, listed at $17,500 and located in Sedalia. This is not just any Mark V. This is the Emilio Pucci Edition, one of the most iconic and collectible luxury cars of the era. Back in the late 1970s, Lincoln partnered with world-famous fashion designer Emilio Pucci to create a car that blended American luxury with European fashion flair. Today, these editions are becoming increasingly hard to find, especially in original condition. This 1978 Lincoln Continental Mark V shows just 69,884 original miles, which is very low for a car this size and age. According to the seller, the car remains in very good original condition. It may not be a concours-level show car, but it is an excellent driver quality classic, the kind you can actually enjoy on the road without worrying about every mile. Under the hood sits Lincoln's legendary 460 cubic inch V8, paired with an automatic transmission. This big block engine delivers smooth, effortless power, perfectly suited for long highway cruises. The Mark V isn't about speed. It's about comfort, presence, and that unmistakable floating down the road feeling that only a full-size luxury coupe can deliver. This car is loaded with factory options, including dual exhaust and a glass sliding moonroof, which was a premium feature at the time. Of course, it also comes with all the classic Lincoln luxury features you'd expect. Power seats, power windows, power locks, power steering, and much more. Everything about this car was designed to make driving feel relaxed and upscale. One of the biggest highlights is condition. The seller states that this Mark V is completely free of corrosion and rust, which is a huge deal for a late 1970s luxury car. Finding a rust-free example dramatically increases both long-term value and enjoyment. Visually, the Emilio Pucci Edition is all about style. These cars were known for their unique designer touches, special interior fabrics, and bold personality. It's the kind of car that turns heads everywhere it goes, not because it's loud or aggressive, but because it's elegant, confident, and unmistakably vintage American luxury. At an asking price of $17,500 OBO, this Lincoln sits in a strong position in today's classic car market. You're getting a rare designer edition, a powerful V8, low original miles, and a rust-free body, all in a car that represents the absolute peak of 1970s personal luxury. If you're looking for a classic that stands out from muscle cars and trucks, something smooth, stylish, and full of character, the 1978 Lincoln Continental Mark V Emilio Pucci Edition is a unique opportunity. This is classic luxury you can drive, enjoy, and proudly show anywhere you go. Number 13. The 1976 Ford Torino wagon, listed at $6,900 and located in Pasadena. This is a kind of classic that doesn't shout for attention, but once people see it, they instantly smile. The 1976 Ford Torino wagon represents an era when wagons were built big, comfortable, and powerful, designed to carry families, luggage, and memories across thousands of miles of open road. This Torino shows just 50,873 miles on the odometer, which is impressively low for a nearly 50-year-old vehicle. According to the seller, the car is in good condition, has a clean title, and most importantly, it drives with no problems. That makes this wagon not just a collector piece, but a usable, enjoyable classic you can actually take out and drive. Under the hood is a V8 engine, paired with an automatic transmission, delivering smooth and relaxed power. This isn't a race car, it's a cruiser. The kind of car that feels right at home gliding down the highway, soaking up miles effortlessly, with that unmistakable old-school V8 sound in the background. Comfort was a big deal in the 1970s, and this Torino wagon delivers. It comes equipped with working air conditioning, which is a huge plus, especially for a classic wagon in California. Whether you're heading to a weekend car meet, cruising the coast, or just enjoying a sunny afternoon drive, having AIC makes this car far more enjoyable and practical. The seller also notes new tires, meaning one of the most important safety and maintenance items has already been taken care of. That's a big advantage for anyone looking to buy and drive right away without immediate extra costs. What really makes this Torino special is its versatility. Wagons like this are becoming harder to find, especially ones that still run well and remain mostly original. They're perfect for classic car fans who want something different from a usual muscle car or pickup truck. You get style, space, and nostalgia all in one package. At $6,900, this Torino wagon sits at a very approachable price point in today's classic car market. It offers V8 power, low miles, working AIC, and classic 1970s styling, all without breaking the bank. Whether you want a fun weekend cruiser, a unique daily driver, or a solid base for a light restoration or custom build, this wagon checks a lot of boxes. If you're looking for a classic that's practical, comfortable, and full of vintage charm, the 1976 Ford Torino wagon is a great opportunity. It's proof that classic cars don't always have to be flashy. They just have to be honest, well-kept, and fun to drive. Number 14. The 1988 Cadillac Coupe DeVille, listed for just $1,000 and located in Mt. Wolfe, Pennsylvania. This is a true old-school American luxury car from the late 1980s, a time when Cadillac focused on comfort, size, and smooth cruising. The 1988 Coupe DeVille is a two-door classic that delivers that unmistakable Cadillac presence. Long body lines, wide stance, and a ride designed to float down the road. This example shows 159,031 miles, which is not unusual for a Cadillac of this era, especially one that the owner says has treated them right over the years. According to the seller, the car still runs, but it does need some mechanical attention before it can pass inspection again. Under the hood is Cadillac's 4.5-liter V8 engine, known for smooth power delivery rather than raw performance. It's paired with an automatic transmission, making this car easy and relaxed to drive, exactly what a luxury coupe should be. Now, let's talk honestly about the condition. This DeVille is priced at just $1,000, and that price reflects its needs. The car has surface rust, but nothing described as structural or severe. It will need motor mounts and transmission mounts in order to pass inspection, which expired back in July. These are common age-related issues and something a mechanically inclined buyer or project enthusiast could realistically tackle. Inside, The car still offers classic Cadillac comfort, though it's not perfect. There are some tears in the leather seats, showing normal wear for a car this age. The passenger side power window has an issue. It can be lowered about 2 inches, but any further and it drops into the door. The seller mentions that a mechanic has tried to fix it multiple times without success, so that's something to keep in mind. Despite these flaws, this Coupe DeVille still has a lot going for it. These cars are becoming harder to find in running condition, especially at this price point. It could be a budget cruiser, a learning project, or even a donor car for someone restoring another Cadillac from the same era. At $1,000, this is not a show car. It's an opportunity. An opportunity for someone who wants classic V8 Cadillac comfort without spending big money. The seller is also open to offers, which makes this an even more flexible deal. If you're looking for a cheap entry into classic American luxury, a winter project, or a comfortable old-school cruiser that just needs some TLC, this 1988 Cadillac Coupe DeVille is worth a serious look. Big body, V8 power, classic Cadillac style, and all for about the price of a used smartphone. Number 15, the 1977 Jeep Wagoneer, listed for $8,000 and located in Reno. The 1977 Jeep Wagoneer is widely recognized as one of the original luxury SUVs, long before the segment even had a name. This was a vehicle that blended off-road capability with family comfort. And even today, the Wagoneer remains one of the most respected classic SUVs ever built. This example shows 160,000 miles, which is very typical for a Wagoneer that's been driven and enjoyed over the years. These trucks were built tough, with body-on-frame construction and simple mechanical systems that make them favorites among collectors, restorers, and overland enthusiasts. The vehicle runs on gas and is paired with an automatic transmission, making it easy to drive both around town and on longer trips. While specific engine details aren't listed, Wagoneers from this era commonly came with strong V8 power plants, known for torque and durability rather than fuel economy. Finished in blue, this Wagoneer carries that classic late 1970s Jeep look. Boxy proportions, tall ride height, and unmistakable road presence. Whether it's parked at a trailhead or cruising through town, a Wagoneer always stands out. The design is timeless and instantly recognizable, especially among vintage SUV fans. One important highlight is a clean title, which adds peace of mind for buyers and makes registration and ownership much easier. That's a big plus for anyone considering a classic vehicle, especially one that could be used regularly or built into a long-term project. The 1977 Wagoneer is incredibly versatile. It can be enjoyed as a classic daily driver, restored to factory condition, or transformed into a rugged overland or adventure build. Thanks to its popularity, aftermarket support and parts availability are still strong, which helps keep ownership realistic compared to some other vintage SUVs. At an asking price of $8,000, this Wagoneer sits in a very interesting spot in the market. Prices for clean, running Wagoneers have been climbing steadily over the past few years, especially as demand grows for classic SUVs with real character. This makes it a solid candidate for someone who wants to enjoy a classic now, with potential long-term value down the road. Overall, this 1977 Jeep Wagoneer represents everything people love about vintage Jeeps: rugged roots, simple mechanics, and timeless style. If you're looking for a classic SUV that can haul gear, turn heads, and still feel authentic, this Wagoneer is definitely worth a closer look.